Hey, what's up, friends? We're gonna go completely off topic. I clickbaited you. We are gonna do At Last. But that's not the clickbait. The clickbait is that this whole video is about Angelina Jordan, and it's not. I'm just trying to figure out a way to kind of get some of you here, so I can express some thoughts and some feelings I have over the last 2-3 years. I'm not proud about what I've done. But no, I think I made some changes that I thought were good changes. But turns out they're not. Turns out it's not me. Turns out I don't know if it's you or if it's me or if it's whatever else. But when I first started doing these reactions, I just went off the top of my head. And for those of you that don't know, I studied classical music for 7 years, and part of studying music is being receptive to criticism and making changes to become a better performer and a better player and be more informed of my approach on playing the instrument. And I think a mistake I made was judging your comments the same way. That I would look at your comments and be like, well, this is not really different than a faculty member or somebody else having critiques of my playing. And so I really try to be open and make changes. And I think after 2 years, I think my changes have been negative. People are like, oh, you talk too much. I was like, I'll talk less. They're like, you focus too much on the band. I'm like, okay, well, let's focus less on the band. People are like, say more about Angelina's voice. I was like, but everybody says her voice is great. That's why we're watching the video. So I think in the past 2 years, I think I've made, I thought they were informed choices, but I think they're negative choices. I don't think they've worked out well for me or the audience. And so we're gonna go back to the basics. The first Angelina Jordan video I think I ever did, I had a bunch of downvotes. The video did very well, but a bunch of downvotes why are you cursing? Why are you doing this? But I didn't know who Angelina Jordan was. I didn't know. I was probably watching her as 6 years old or something, and people were like, why are you using that language? And I was like, I'm not using it to be flippant. I'm not using it to be disrespectful. It's just the way I was talking at that time in my life. And so I think, I'm looking at your comments too much. I need you to go back to basics. And it really does. Here's the crazy part. It doesn't really matter if the videos don't do well. It doesn't matter if you watch this video and you go unsubscribe. That doesn't really matter. I thought it did. I thought it meant a lot, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It's I can only be myself and react to things the way I react to them. And the more I tried to get better at reacting, the more I became like everybody else. So I'm not gonna die on that sword. I'm gonna die on my own sword. That being said, this is an Angelina Jordan reaction. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing being like, well, if 2,000 people watch this video and I'm upsetting 30% of those people, so I'm upsetting like 700, 600 people, I should fix that. It's like, no, I don't think so. The thing is taking me 2 or 3 years to like figure that out. Like, nope, I should just do it my way. And if your criticisms help me do a better job at what I'm doing, that's cool. But if your criticisms and comments are trying to redirect me in a very different line, then I think you're your criticisms are probably best served with somebody else. Hey, if you noticed, I didn't cuss though. I stated my point without cussing. Because apparently it's really valuable to you guys. That still doesn't make any sense to me. Like, really? You care? You care if I use 4-letter words? You're reacting to a young woman and you use those words. It's like, well, can you look past those words and look at what I'm saying and whether or not the content of what I'm saying? I would say it's verbal racism. I just came up with that. But like the content of the character. It's like maybe you don't like the way I describe certain things, but do you disagree with the content I'm saying or just the vocabulary I use to express those things? Yeah, we're going back to the old ways. Anyways, at last. And you know, my favorite thing about At Last is the ventriloquist. I forgot his name. You can catch him on America's Got Talent from probably 10 years ago, where he's saying "At last" to the puppets. That's what it is. Let's go. Okay, I'm not gonna do this whole video, but so at this point, I'm supposed to be talking about her voice because it's the band and the trumpet player. Sorry, I'm combative. So I was looking at my watch because I got a text message, but I'm gonna, you know what? I think the strength here is the backing band. Her voice is obviously great, but she's floating like a feather on top of a beautiful world. And the beautiful world is being created by the bass and the drums and the guitar. And a clover. Okay, so the trumpet is doing what you typically do in a blues tune. So when you listen to something like Stevie Ray, or some blues from Jimi Hendrix or whatever, they would sing a vocal line and then fill in the gaps of the lick. And the trumpet player is doing that right now. She's like, ba-da, ba-da, and the trumpet's like, ba-do-do-do, and she's like, ba-da, 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 da, 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 and the trumpet's like, back it up.
The spell was cast, and here we are in heaven. For you are mine and
Yes, let's look at the crowd instead of the band and the trumpet player taking like a nasty solo.
I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a friend to press my cheek to, a thrill that I've never known. Oh yeah, yeah, you smile, oh, and the spell is cast.
Now we can go like she's fucking amazing. Ah.
The spell is cast, and here we are in heaven. For you are mine
Oh yeah, here's also a thing is I was learning like cut off the videos quickly. Don't say goodbye. Just cut them off quickly. I was actually going to talk to you, but I'm not lying. I really have to pee. But that was amazing. Was it not? Yoinks.